There's something about rising to the top of a military organization in video games that brings out the worst in people.
Tomorrow, there will be no shortage of volunteers, no shortage of patriots.
It seems most video game military commanders can't go 5 minutes without holding the world to ransom with a death ray or trying to blow up a major population center for various ill-defined reasons.
It'll be like the neutron bomb I always dreamed of.
Honestly, I think most of them would do better outside the military where they can minimize their tyrannical impulses. Take these 6 candidates most in need of a serious career change.
Do you have the DSM?
We got it, sir!
Good. That's one less loose end.
No!
Lieutenant General Shepard is the serious and very important senior military officer who nonetheless has the time to personally watch you run the training assault course in Modern Warfare 2.
Rangers, lead the way! Move!
All right, Shepard. Hey, Shepard, where are you going? War's this way.
Usually, he's going on about the realities of war in the loading screens.
The more things change, the more they stay the same.
Deep. But it turns out this high-ranking soldier turned philosopher was unhinged by the loss of 30,000 American soldiers on his watch back in Modern Warfare 1.
I lost 30,000 men in the blink of an eye.
That'll do it. So now Shepard's secret agenda is being a jerk who will stop at nothing to revenge himself on the baddie ultranationalists, including setting you on fire in a ditch to cover his tracks. Thanks, Captain Backstabber, or should that be Captain Frontstabber? Being that starting world wars and setting your own soldiers on fire are super undesirable things for senior military personnel to be doing, we recommend that the philosophising General Shepard retire and take to the lucrative after-dinner speaking circuit. Oh, never mind.
You're not done here, soldier! Eat everything that's on your plate! Finish it!
Captain Cornelius Slate from Bioshock Infinite loves the military. I mean, loves it.
Tell her, Booker! Tell her how we strode that battlefield like the heroes of Sparta!
Slate is defined by his experiences in the US military, particularly the Battle of Wounded Knee, where he first crossed paths with Booker DeWitt.
Now your companion, young lady, he wrapped himself in glory on December 29, 1890.
After that, he became a citizen of Columbia and a follower of Zachary Hale Comstock. Then it all went a bit wrong. Slate lost his marbles, not because Comstock was like everyone's racist granddad rolled into one, or because he realised Wounded Knee was a legit atrocity, but because he reckoned Comstock had falsified his war record.
All my men have left is a choice. Die at the hands of a tin soldier, or a real one!
So, time to give the military career the old heave-ho, Slate. Have you considered moving into more creative work, such as branding? I see here how you've rebranded the Hall of Heroes as the Hall of Whores. Okay, well, there are no bad ideas in a brainstorm. What else have you got?
General Serrano, I have a...
What the fuck you calling me for, ass maggot?
One of Bulletstorm's many triumphs, of which you won't be aware because statistically only one person watching this video actually bought it, is making you really, really hate the bad guy. And it's not hard to hate the bad guy in question when he's a racist super douche. Victor Serrano somehow managed to suppress his natural dickishness for long enough to rise to the rank of general.
Hold your dick for 1 second, you fungal rim job.
Then it was all weapons free on the corrupt murder of innocents and general sociopathic behaviour stuff.
These people. Have you had us killing innocent civilians?
What in the name of sweet Mary Mother of Christmas did you think you were doing out there all this time?
Still, kudos for convincing hero Grayson Hunt to activate a DNA bomb by typing "You are a dumb tit" into the terminal.
U-R-A-D-U-M-B-T-I-T.
Clearly Serrano has a natural talent for pranking people, so how about a career move into light entertainment? If he could put together a Punked-style TV show where he travels the galaxy using his considerable resources just to mess with people, I would totally watch that. Just leave off the whole racism thing, okay, or I'll be the first to report you to the FCC.
You care, dick. You're already half dead.
Dubai's running out of time, gentlemen. Let's move.
Right, Spec Ops The Line spoilers here, so skip ahead if you want to avoid them. Still here? Okay, good. So Captain Martin Walker, the commander of the three-man fire team in Spec Ops The Line, is sent into sandstorm-ravaged Dubai to find out what happened to the damned 33rd, a military unit run by Colonel John Conrad.
It's clear the 33rd is no longer acting as part of the US Army.
After a harrowing trek through Dubai that involves mortaring innocent civilians by accident, Walker makes it to Conrad's apartment, only to find that Conrad has been dead for months, and their interactions throughout the game have been all in his head. Because Walker needed to create a villain to excuse all the awful things he'd done.
Open your eyes, Walker. I need you to see what you've done.
This is probably the time to admit you've had enough soldiering for one lifetime. Tell you what though, with that voice, I reckon Walker could make a pretty good living out of voicing video game characters. Does he sound a bit like Nathan Drake to anyone else?
And we're 800 yards away from seeing who's more full of shit.
An envoy of Vegas, yet you carry yourself for battle. If so, you cannot truly be of that city of cowards.
Legate Lanius is the commander of Kaiser's Legion in Fallout New Vegas. He's also known as the Monster of the East, so that should give you some idea as to what kind of commander he is.
We shall see how brave you are when nailed to the walls of Hoover Dam, your body facing west so you may watch your world die.
He's super into crucifixion and apparently kills 1/10 of his forces every time they lose, which sounds like a terrible way to run things.
The Legate is crowned as the new Caesar. He entered the Strip as though it was a military target, destroying anyone who resisted him.
The rest of the Legion all hate him, 1, because he's crazy, and B, probably that mask, I bet. He's not even that good at military strategy, because if you've got a high enough speech skill, you can convince him that his entire plan to hold the West is flawed and rubbish, and he'll just give up and wander off instead of fighting you.
There is wisdom in your words, man of the West. Know that I shall return east. I shall not remain there forever.
Look, Lanius, I know you love war, but since everyone hates you, it's maybe time to rethink your career path. With that expressionless metal mask, you'd make a great poker player on the New Vegas Strip. No reading that, poker face.
The threat of contamination remains high. Therefore, in 6 days, once we are certain all survivors have been rescued, we will have no choice but to deploy a large incendiary bomb, destroying all organic life within the city limits.
Dead Rising 3's General John Hemlock is a classic commanding officer gone wrong. He's the most senior military officer in the entirety of the US, and what with the president being a zombie and martial law in effect, the de facto ruler of the country.
Marion, don't you understand? We'll create outbreaks anywhere we want to.
The zombie apocalypse has worked out super well for this guy and his national power grab, in which he deliberately causes outbreaks and then rolls in to take over cities.
It'll wipe out the population but leave all the infrastructure. It'll be like the neutron bomb I always dreamed of.
Always dreaming about neutron bombs. They definitely should have screened for that red flag on day 1 of military academy. You are super not cut out for this, General John Hemlock. Also, why are you dressed like a Nazi?
You know nothing!
Look, okay, that's enough real military for you. How about you take up military reenactment? All the dressing up and shouting, none of the mass genocide.
It's not like any other man would have you.
So those were the 6 military video game bigwigs most in need of a career change. Anyone else you think needs a chat with a careers advisor? Let us know in the comments below, and like and subscribe for more videos like this from Outside Xbox. Thanks for watching.